Hello and good afternoon or early evening. It is the 11th of December 2025. It's a month after Remembrance Day and Remembrance Sunday. Now, another thing that people tend to forget about is when you're renting a property, whether it's in the private sector, council, or housing association, is when you incur any out-of-pocket expenses or charges. So I've just managed to find one of my receipts dating back to 2023, which, believe it or not, is roughly around the time frame that I was constantly hounding environmental health due to the issues that I have been having with the property that I've actually been renting for 9 years. Now, there's a lot of information online about, do you as a tenant have to pay for things to be repaired at the property that you are renting? If so, what are they? Or if you aren't responsible but your landlord refuses to fix these problems and you then incur out-of-pocket expenses or charges, can you then claim this money back from your landlord? The answer to that question is, I honestly do not know. All I know is I have, over the last 9 years, incurred charges which I've had to pay for out of pocket at the property that I am renting, and some of these charges did occur during lockdown. And one of those charges was paying to have the bath and the shower replaced. Now, during lockdown, as everybody is aware, there was loads and loads of rules and regulations around what can we do, what can't be done. If you need your boiler servicing, can you have a plumber come out and service it? There was so many different rules and regulations for tenants, for landlords, not just within the commercial or private rented sector. We're talking across the whole of the property market. And with myself, during lockdown, like I said, I did incur a certain amount of charges. I was assured by my landlord verbally, I didn't get anything in writing, that I would be paid back for these out-of-pocket expenses. That still has not happened. Now, this charge was for, I believe, the front or the back door, if not both, to have the locking mechanism changed and replaced. Now, this has actually happened in this property at least 3 times. The first time was because my landlord did not give me keys to the back door. That is right, yeah, I actually rented a house where my landlord could not find the keys to the back door. And I ended up having to pay a locksmith to change the lock on the back door because my landlord could not find the key. So yeah, an estate agent rented me a house where I didn't have keys to the back door and I had to pay to replace it myself. With regards to the front door, I have had that replaced twice. The first time because it wasn't locking correctly, and I know the reason why that is. But again, that's a separate issue. And the second time was because I genuinely did lose the keys. I didn't just lose them to the front, I lost them to the back of the house as well. So I didn't mind paying for those locks to be replaced because it was my own fault and I will accept full responsibility for it. But I'm just using this bill as an example. This is a genuine receipt. There will obviously be a record on my bank statements as well, which has got the full amount that I paid and the date in which the payment was made. And obviously, if we turn it over, just give me a minute. Again, you'll have all of the details, information about costings and one thing and another. So was there VAT included, service charge, etc. And then at the top, will be the name of the company that you've used. Obviously, on the other side is my address. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who follow me on social media already know where I live. I have stood for local election over the years, so it's not like I have 100% anonymity, but still, due to data protection, I'm not going to physically wave my address in front of a live video stream. So yes, that is another thing I would definitely advise everybody to do, is if you've got receipts from any out-of-pocket expenses that you have incurred whilst renting a property, whether it's commercial, residential, private, housing association, council, keep them. Even if you cannot claim the money back for whatever reason, it still shows that you, as a tenant, have been prepared to use your own money out of your own back pocket to try and keep the property that you are renting maintained when your landlord, or for whatever reason, has been negligent or has refused to do the work, or it's been something, for example, in your tenancy agreement that you have been responsible for. So please keep this evidence. I know so many people lose it, they forget about it. And if what getting rid of stuff in this house has enabled me to do is find this receipt. I thought I had all my receipts in a folder that was safe, and obviously that isn't the case. So this one will now go in my new folder for 2025 as evidence that over the past 9 years, I have taken it upon myself to pay for locks on both the front and the back door to be replaced when it has been necessary to do so. Thank you.